Brooklyn's historic The Black Lady Theater is now taking bookings. Host your next birthday party, concert, networking event, baby or bridal shower, wedding, art show, gala, corporate event, live stage play, audition, and so much more. At the one and only The Black Lady Theater. Mention code GODCAST for 15% off your rental fee. Code good for the first-time customers only. Valid for a limited time. Call 718-771-0900 to book your event today.
Peace. Today is Friday, August 23rd, making today's math, wisdom, understanding, all being born to power refinement. Your wise words shall improve your understanding and bring forth your power, which is that truth, which is that light that refines mentally as well as physically. Peace. Welcome back to Yanadameen Godcast. I'm Lord Jamar. Digger is not here. She's on vacation, but she'll be back next week. She went to Cancun, having a great time with Foxy Alex. I hope y'all enjoyed yourself, but get your ass back here next week. Listen, don't forget to subscribe. Click that bell to get notifications when we drop new videos, and when we go on YouTube Live and all that. Shout out to our YouTube Live viewers. If you'd like to donate to the show, go to cash.me/$Yanadameen, patreon.com/Yanadameen, Yanadameen.com/support, or bounty.com/Yanadameen. Any amount is appreciated. Oh, first of all, I want to shout out to my $1-a-week club. I talked about a $1-a-week club, and it seems like people starting to join. Like, seriously. And I'm fucking with that. Like I said, we got 73,000 maybe subscribers. If each one gave $1 a week, we'd be balling out of control. We could pay everybody. We could do a lot of things. We can up the camera work, the sound, every fucking thing we'd be doing. Man, even if we had... What?
Remember, $1 a day will feed the whole
village. And listen, that's $52 for the year. But guess what? I'd rather you do the $1 a week so that you get in the habit of, donating something to something that's positive. You know what I mean? Instead of just giving $52.
A little tired.
Yeah. So, yeah, join the $1 a week club. It ain't gonna hurt you. Like what? Come on, now, $1 a week. Not bad, cheap.
No 99 cents.
They got $8 fucking Dutches and shit now in New York City.
Give us $1. You give $1 to the bum outside.
It's $1.
The crackhead. Come on, now, we ain't crackhead.
Anyway.
We don't like crackhead. We regular motherfuckers. We eat salad.
It's not ashy.
Not at all.
If you was a crackhead, you had a lot of ash on your
scratching this shit in my head. Get us $1.
Don't smell like a crackhead.
You smell clean too.
Anyway.
Give us $1.
We got our special guest here, okay? Director extraordinaire, my boy Froi Cuesta in the motherfucking house.
Yeah.
And we got from the Move organization for Philly, we got Mike Africa Jr. In the house.
There you go.
Okay? We got to be specific, right? Because first of all, when you first walked in, I said, is this Mike Africa? Because I'm thinking, you look pretty young, brother. Although I know you're older than you look.
40?
Right.
I'll be 41 next month.
But you're not your father. The original Mike Africa.
Nah.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I almost thought that Mike Africa was the Mike Africa originally coming. So when I saw you, I said, whoa, this
Well, if I was 63 years old,
young.
man, I'd really be doing good, huh?
Hell yeah, you would. You could write all kinds of books, and I would be
Dr.
like, yo, I
Sebi
need
style.
the secret, bro. Like, for real,
Yeah.
what the secret is.
Secret sauce. Fountain of youth.
That's right.
So, you know, we've been here talking to you about the move, and man, you've shared some heavy shit with us. I want to get back to some of that because I want to talk about Mumia and stuff like that. But during the break, we were talking with Froi, and I'm not going to let you just sit here and like, you know, not be acknowledged for some of the iconic music videos that you've shot. So would you please share with the people some of the videos that you've shot and some of the things you've been a part of? You know, some of the stuff you were talking about while we were on break?
It was during the 90s that actually helped me get to...
Because you spoke about Loud.
Move.
You spoke about Loud, but you didn't get into what videos you did at Loud. So let's get to it, bruh.
Mob Deep.
Which Mob Deep? Which one did you do?
Shook One.
Oh! So you know what? Yo, P. You look good with that Henny in your cup. Why don't you just rock like that? Why don't you just rock with the Henny on the set?
In the Saab.
He did that.
In the Saab.
In the Saab.
Going over the bridge.
Going over the bridge. So you did Shook Ones. What's another iconic one I heard you say? Raekwon, what?
Glaciers of Ice.
Glaciers of Ice. Let's clap it up for Glaciers of fucking Ice. First of all, if we can just flash back real quick and remember hip hop at that time,
the essence.
and for you to actually be shooting those videos at that time, like
I felt blessed, though.
I was gonna say, how
blessed.
did that feel? Like, what was that like? That had to be
There was
crazy.
energy, and there was some cats that
Just a
definitely.
kid from Nerd Shell,
No doubt. You know,
doing his damn thing,
doing what I love to do.
Superstar music video.
I felt blessed, baby, because it was the time. It was like, it's like being born at the right time. You know, there was certain energy that that allowed us to flourish and make, the business. It was the business of the music industry that helped a lot of us that had creative ideas spawn into directors and writers and editors and cinematographers, on the flip side, not just being an MC, a producer, a performer on stage, but someone that had the capabilities of capturing what was going on within that music.
We did it very well.
I appreciate it.
Loved those videos, and man, that's some dope shit. I don't know if I even knew that until just now.
It was because of those videos during that time period.
Videos, but I don't know if I knew you did Shook Ones and fucking Glaciers.
I didn't walk around with a billboard saying that, you know what I'm saying?
Sometimes, these days, man, it seems
No, I
like
know.
the ones that walk around with the billboard.
No, you're right. You're
We
right.
come from an era a lot of times where, and trust me, I was like this for a very long time. Like, you try to be super humble about certain things, but sometimes, man, you gotta toot your motherfucking horn, because ain't nobody else gonna fucking toot it for you.
No,
You understand what I'm saying?
my uncle said to me, he married into the family. He was from down south. My uncle said to me, be more like a rooster. I said, why, Uncle Jim? And he was like, because, they tell everyone what time it is. And, I thought about it and it made sense, but in all reality, I want my work to speak for itself.
Yes, sir.
And it was because of the videos and the climate back then that helped me get to another project that took me to South Africa for a month. And while I was there was when I decided, when I got back, honestly, I didn't feel like doing music videos anymore. And I just did what I had to do. And back then there was no internet. So we were I was going to the library, you know, doing research, and I wanted to find something. I didn't know what, but I was like, I got to find something that could basically resonate amongst my people and help bring me to the next level. And that's what I was thinking about. And I found out about the MOVE organization, and I found out about Mumia Abu-Jamal, and I was just like, yo, how come I didn't know about this?
So I'm glad, perfect segue. So a lot of people don't know about the MOVE. A lot of people don't know about Mumia Abu-Jamal. So let's talk a little bit about Mumia real quick and how he relates to the MOVE. Because again, he's in your movie Unalienable Rights. I voice
Mumia, that's
Mumia,
right.
I voice John Africa, and I voice
Chuck
Africa.
That's right.
So, you know, Mumia has been, he was on death row for how many years?
A couple of decades.
Yeah.
Couple decades.
And then
For
it got-
allegedly, you know, coming to the aid of his brother.
That's right.
And, you know, a policeman was shot and killed. Yes,
Yeah, no doubt.
Shot and killed. And they, you know, he's maintained his innocence. And, you know.
He has a new trial.
Right. From what I understand, he now has a new trial. He's been taken off death row. So let's clap it up for that.
Free Mumia.
This is something that it was been a call for a very long time. But at some point, and especially within hip hop, but at some point I feel like hip hop, you know, lost its way, lost its political edge, and we stopped saying things like Free Mumia, you know? So we need to put things like that back into the lexicon of hip hop and just into the, you know, popular culture, you know, because it's all about what's popular these days. So Free Mumia, hashtag Free Mumia,
That would be nice.
right? That's how y'all do it now, right?
Get it viral. You know
Hashtag Free Mumia.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what, you know, how was he connected? And you know,
Mumia was connected because he
Yes.
was a journalist, and
A supporter.
he became a supporter through his journalism because he was a true journalist. He would go to MOVE trials and he would see what was happening and he would report what happened. And at that time, with the Rizzo administration and with the racism and all of that, Rizzo did not want support for MOVE, especially from the news. Rizzo wanted the news. I mean, what's one of the demands of these people when they say we want the freedom of the press, right? So that they can make the narrative what they want it to be. But Mumia was going against that, like, I'm telling the truth. So he told the truth, and because he told the truth, brothers on death row.
The voice of the voiceless.
I mean, it's really, what did they do to Martin Luther King for telling the truth? What was done to Malcolm X for telling the truth? What was
Execution.
done to Jesus for telling the truth?
Execution.
So, you know, the same thing was they were trying to do to Mumia. And because he would not stop telling the truth, and because they attacked him, they put him on death row, and MOVE has been supporting him ever since he's been in prison. And right now, there's a lot of things happening with his case right now. A lot of things are shifting. The district attorney in Philly, Larry Krasner, who is doing a lot of things that's like progressive. Like he's doing a lot of things that people don't like, but he's doing some things that for the city, for MOVE. Like he wrote a letter of recommendation for my mom. DAs, I don't know if they usually do that, but he wrote a letter of recommendation for my mom. And when the city said that they didn't, that when the news media said that he did not write a recommendation, he went back to them and told them, yes, I did. And he wrote one for my dad. And things are happening in Mumia's case right now. We can't really get too much into it because there's a lot of things that still got to be dealt with before it's public. But You know, Mumia's been that rock, man. I mean, he talks about issues that covers everything. He talks about the things in Palestine. He talks about women's issues. He talks about the abuse of police brutality. He talks about you know, when you look at and listen to the things that he's talking about, it's always about trying to help people and trying to stop a system from oppressing.
That's
people.
right.
And you know, that's why he's called the voice of the voiceless.
Let me ask you something. Why Move? Why was the organization called Move?
The organization is called Move because John Africa said life moves. Life moves, and without movement, there's stagnation. And you know, it is as simple as that. Everything has to move.
It's beautiful.
Everything vibrates.
No doubt.
Yeah. And what happens if it stops moving?
That's right.
It's dead.
It's dead.
No life.
And we ain't about that. We about movement, activity.
Now tell me something that I thought was beautiful. I think would nice to share with the people. You said when your father got home, right? One of the first things he said he wanted to do. What did he say he wanted to do?
I said, Dad, you've been home, you've been in prison for 40 years. You're finally home. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? You can do whatever you want. You want to go somewhere, whatever you want to do, you can do. He said, man, I want to marry your mom, man.
Wow.
I said, you want to marry mom? I said, you can do that, but like, I said, yeah, we can set that up. He said, nah, I want that today. I said, Dad, how are you going to do that? There's no family or friends. He said, man, I ain't waiting another 40 years. I'm like, yo, I ain't saying 40 years. I'm like, months. He's like, Mike, I ain't got a couple months.
Damn.
I want to marry your mom today.
Wow.
You know the scene from Goodfellas? Today. Get my money today. That's my dad. Like, no, I want it today.
Wow.
Wow, that's
So I'm
beautiful,
like,
man.
That's awesome, man.
That's black love. That's black love, baby.
Yeah, that's black love.
So I
for
got
real.
I got pictures, man. So look, I told him, I said, all right, well, look, you know, we'll set it up. I can't be a part of you marrying mom. You can do that. That's your business. But I can't be a part of that, and my sisters not be here because they'll kill me. So, like, you know, you go ahead and do what you got to do. But we'll get it all set up so that all your family and friends and supporters can be, you know, we'll hook it up however you want to do it. So we hooked it up, and you know, he got like we called his family and his friends, and 300 people came. Wow. 300 people came to see my mom and dad. And the reason it was 300 is because the place couldn't hold no more.
Wow.
We had a limit. We could only invite 200. But I was like, listen, we can't not invite this person. So like, we just gonna have to force it.
Other people.
So it ended up being like 300 people at this thing.
Wow.
So let me ask you, when you saw Froi's film, what did you think?
I thought it was brilliant. I thought it was like, I'm looking at it, I'm like, yo, Froi, I don't really want to like show nobody this, but can I show my mom? Like he's like, yeah, show your family. You know, Froi talking.
How was his voice? How did he do your dad's
When
voice?
I heard
How was that? John Africa.
He did. So when I heard that, I was like, yo, I was trying to figure out who it is, and I didn't know that the same person was doing the different people.
That's dope.
So I'm like, okay, let me guess. Is that Common? Is that somebody else? And is that somebody? He was like, nah. He was like, nah. That's when I tell you, you know, because we shopped around and we tried to figure out who would be the best fit for it, and that's Lord Jamar. And I was like, word. Jamar, I got a girl that's best. So it was like that was the exchange, you know. And I was like happy to hear who it was, and then like impressed that it was those different people, right? And Chuck's my uncle, so I'm like seeing it go down and like watching it, and it's so accurate. So I'm just like, yo. And I never seen anybody. Me and my friend Bobby, we were talking about somebody doing animation at some point, some kind of way, but I didn't expect it to be like what it was. So I'm looking at him, and I'm like, yo, that's powerful. I got my mom, I got my wife, I got my kids, and I said, yo, check, y'all gotta watch this. My kids, you know how the kids are these days. They got attention span that's like that.
Right.
So we all standing there. I'm sitting in front of the computer, and I'm sitting there watching it. And at a point, There's everything so quiet. I thought they left. I turned around and looked, and they were all just mesmerized, just watching it. Like, wow. So I'm like, I just can't wait to see the final and what it's going to like be and how it's going to be, and I can't wait to the release to the world for it, man. It's powerful, man.
So, Froi, can't wait till it releases to the world. I know you've been entering it in certain film festivals and stuff like that.
Well, you know, it's a process, man.
Coming up, and you know, I don't know all the politics of how all that shit you got to do.
Toronto Film Festival.
They didn't get accepted.
What?
They didn't get accepted.
Didn't get accepted. Canada.
Now you got to understand, you know, I think the subject matter could have something to do with some of this
politics.
shit. But
It's
go ahead.
politics. If I knew the specific person, or a specific person, I should say.
It's not a slave movie.
Nah, man. I don't want to knock certain organizations and festivals at all, because I know that, you know, there's politics in everything we do. So, you know.
I thought that would be good. That would be a moving.
But no, it is.
And with black film festivals, I didn't get in either.
ABFF?
Look,
Didn't get in.
What?
bro.
Martha's Vineyard didn't get in.
What did you get in?
We got in, first and foremost, Philadelphia Independent Film Festival.
There you go.
That was the first one.
Philadelphia Independent Film Festival.
But I gotta keep it real. I kind of kept it kind of on the low and quiet to just film festivals. Didn't do any marketing because I hadn't spoken to the family. And I wanted to make sure that I was on point with the direction of where we were going with part one at the very least. And that's why I'm glad we didn't go ahead and do, you know, the three remaining parts. I really felt that I needed to speak to the family first to make sure that, you know, they were, one, okay with it, and two, that I was hitting certain marks. Because there was things that, you know, I was writing that, hey, a lot of folks might not have known. And it will be blatantly obvious as the other parts start to come out. Because it's not just about the MOVE organization or Mumia, it's about the climate and what was going on in Philadelphia at the time, you know, with the mob and, you know, corrupt city officials and Fraternal Order Police and a couple other entities that played a multitude of acts. So.
Well, we're here. It's you know, 2019. You said we two more need to come home.
2 more.
And it's like,
Last August 8th marked 41 years for both of them. Wow. Just last few days ago.
It's insane, man.
41 years. Chuck got cancer.
oh yeah?
Yeah. 15 rounds. He's been through 15 rounds of chemotherapy. It went away, or they was in remission. I just got a phone call from him. I went to see him and had a visit with him the other day. He couldn't stay on the visit long. He was in too much pain. He told me that they said some of the cancer is back. So he goes up for parole in December. And we're trying to get him home. It'd be nice to get him home by Christmas.
Well, listen, what is it that, like, what do you want to see for just black people in general? Like coming from everything that you've seen and everything you've experienced, you know, what is your hopes and dreams for us?
Let the outsiders go back home and we can make America great again.
Because if it's about love,
The outsiders can go back home.
Go back home.
if it's
Go back
about
where they came
love,
from.
Savages.
then that's what we
We
can
was
do.
already here.
My grandmother's Native American.
Holla.
And we ain't had no, and she ain't had no problem from the Africans.
Fine.
So I'm saying they can go back home and wherever they, and do whatever they want to do with each other, to each other. Leave us alone. That's all we asked for with the police when they came. Take y'all asses back up to Northeast Philly.
Right. And leave us
Leave
alone.
us alone. You know, you don't like the smell of garlic? Get away from me. I always eat garlic when I'm around vampires.
I was just gonna say that. You don't like the garlic, you must be a vampire.
Blood-sucking thieves.
You know, get away from it. Pimps. One of my mentors, he says they pimps, pirates, and parasites. Ain't no such shit as white supremacy.
Oh, I call it white insanity.
Hey.
At this point, what
Because
we
it's
seeing
not
right now,
supremacy. Ain't nothing supreme
no,
about
ain't
it.
nothing supreme about what's
It's
going on.
white
bro.
insanity.
No doubt.
That's what I want to see, man. Look, I want to see people, you know, together, and you know, black people as a people. We need to take care of each other.
Love.
We don't need to be hurting each other. We don't need to be killing each other. We don't need to be robbing each other. We need to be working together.
Love.
You know,
On the move.
on the move.
So listen, if people wanted to contact you or, you know, help support anything that you're doing, how can people get in contact with you? That's your
I'm
cameras
always
right there.
on the move. Come see. You can come check me out on Instagram, Mike Africa Jr. You can find me on Facebook, Michael Africa Jr. Those are the platforms that I use the most. And you can find out all the information. Any questions that you got, hit me up. Look, I'll put you to sleep with my talk. I just keep on rolling because I got a lot of information to share, you know.
It'll be
So just
knowledge.
hit me up, Mike Africa Jr. Facebook is Michael Africa Jr.
Froi, how can people get in contact with
Nah,
you?
I'm anti-social, so you know what I'm saying?
Well, how can people,
Never.
is there any kind
That's
of
why
like,
you don't get in the festival. You don't
I don't really.
is there a
I don't
website
play with the
for
poly.
the film or anything like that?
No, I mean, listen. God willing, when everything takes form as it's been, there will be more.
Okay.
That's it.
I will be the liaison for that information.
Yeah.
You will give me the information, and I will impart it to our viewers
I would
when such
dearly
information
appreciate that.
comes to me.
I would dearly appreciate that.
My brothers, listen, all my brothers here,
It's a very informative night.
yes,
Very
man.
much so. I had nothing to say. I just shut
No,
up.
thank you.
No,
thank you,
well,
guys.
you know, sometimes we gotta
It
just
was-
do the
They
knowledge.
have a lot of stories, man. It's like, it just spoke for itself. It was great.
How much time do we have, real quick? 2 minutes? I want to ask you, okay, so all the suffering that you went through and that the people in the move went through, is there a price tag you can put on that?
Price tag?
A price tag.
A price tag?
Can someone give you a certain amount of money to make all of that okay?
They can give me a nice little bit of money and I'll
Reparation? Is that what that called?
I'm asking a question.
They can give me a certain amount of money so that I can further my movement. Reparations, the word reparation to me, reparation comes from the word repair, right?
Right.
You can't repair it.
Can something be repaired with money?
Not that kind of.
Not
I mean,
that
how
type.
can you bring back
It's
lives?
priceless. It's priceless.
But-
Life is priceless, man.
But being that we are in a situation where the system puts money between us and the things that we need,
And that's the
I
reality.
mean, that's the reality. You do need money. So if there's an opportunity to get some money, you should take it and use it to further your cause. Use it to take care of your family. Use it to to do what you need to do.
Okay, I just feel like there's a bigger conversation here.
Oh,
I
you
feel
know
like
it is.
money cannot fucking pay for the pain that black people have been
No, because it's
gone
priceless.
through. We've had
Because it's priceless.
babies pulled out of stomachs,
It's priceless,
and
bro.
there is no money that can pay for
No.
that. But that's a whole nother discussion we're gonna have at another time. And once again, for Yanadameen Godcast, I'm Lord Jamar and Godfrey. Think we'll see you next week. Mike Africa, Froi Cuesta. Hey!